Hello, and welcome to your dose of Capsule Machina. Today we're working on the Honda Odyssey, the RA6. Now, in the last video with the Odyssey, I completed the timing belt change. With these instructions here and all those videos online, it made it pretty much a snap. Easy breezy. I put the old accessory belts on just to get it going, and I can, put the coolant in and get that all squared away. Changed the plugs, did the plug wires, checked the distributor, they're all okay, but I have those on standby just in case. Thermostat as well. I still think it needs a bit of a valve adjustment. I checked them, but it still kind of has that very typical Honda knock or tap. So that's something for a later day. Today, what we're gonna do is, as you can see, I have it up in the air, and I've test fitted these Advan RSs that I've had in storage. And they fit. They do poke a little bit, which is, love it or hate it. I'll leave that up to you. But I picked up these out of the box Race Tech lowering springs from Nengun, and they were a fraction of the price, and they were never used. They were just out of the box, and it was specifically for this model of Odyssey. So me being who I am, I have to add some flavor, some spice to the everyday mundane Honda Odyssey. Videos and trying to do your research and looking at how things are set up. The rear should be pretty easy, and I think it follows suit from like the first generation Odysseys even to the second generation Odyssey. It looks pretty much the same. I don't expect too much of a hang up. And with this, you're gonna have the typical 3 nuts up here for the shock tower, and I'm sure the brake line is going to be connected to it somehow, and then there's going to be a couple bolts, but I'll take you through the process just in case. But yeah, that's what we're going to do today. It should look totally different after I'm all done. So stay tuned, and I'll keep you up to speed with this process. So these are the lowering springs I got. I think I said Race Tech, but they're really race gear. I tried to look them up. I found their website, and I found the specs. Oh my gosh, the specs on these, well, for the newer model, but it should be about the same. So we should be getting about anywhere around a 2-inch drop, 2.5-inch drop ish, which is more than enough. Now the only issue I'm having right now is I don't know what's what. Like, I don't know if that's rear and this is front. I think this is front, I think this is rear, but when I take off the rear, I'll have to like see, because this has a flat edge and this one's rounded for the isolator. So we'll see. I'm thinking these are rear, but I'll take off the rear springs on this. Now, from what I found so far, let me get a light. With other Odysseys, it's really just this bolt here. You put a floor jack here to brace it. Remove this, it looks like a 17, and slowly let it down with the floor jack. It should be, in theory, that easy, but we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and get that done, and then we'll see which spring goes on there. Okay, so there's 2. One that's holding on this brake assembly, and then one for the shock. Now, this is the stock one, and it has a flat edge here with the isolator, and then a regular old spring end. So out of the 2, the shorter one is the one for the rear, which, well, actually, no, it's not shorter. Longer one for the rear. threw me off because the stickers are facing this way and I'm thinking it needs to go this way. Really how it sits in a car or the van, it's gonna go that way. So the flat end is gonna go up. So now we know. All right, I'm gonna put these in. All right, pretty straightforward install. Now, when you're putting these two back in, use a jack to lift it up until you find this first. Because if you start with this one, it's gonna be a pain to, you're gonna have to take it off. Ask me how I know. And then put this in, then lift it up some more, and then you can line this one up. While I was at it, I also rolled these fenders. Might as well, because they stick out pretty far. They're not like squished all the way to this, but you know, it's enough to create a bend. And heat it up, because I did end up cracking this a little bit. It's thicker right around here, so you know, it is what it is. I'll get some touch-up paint, no big deal. It's not like anybody can see it. I just don't want it to spread out. And I only rolled it up to right about there because I figured that's where the travel, the tire is going to go. Another thing too is hub-centric rings. A lot of people don't talk about this too much, but if you're going up this, you know, high weight speeds and you have your wheels on and you're just relying on lug nuts to keep your wheel centered, that's not the best practice. Hub-centric rings. Now these Advans, all the Advans I've had, RS, RS3s, RGs, even the ABS Model 5s have a 73.1 diameter in here. And with this one, and actually the Nissan, it's a 64.1. So you get yourself on Amazon, get yourself an inner diameter 64.1 and a 73.1, and Bob's your uncle. All right, so that way it centers up. You can go either metal or plastic. I just go with the plastic because I just want it to center. Heard stories about the metal ones sticking, so, well. But I would think that would be in like rust-prone areas, like you know, the East Coast, stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna do the other side, put the wheel on, roll the fenders, and then we're gonna start on the fronts. Making some progress. It's not as crazy as I was thinking it might be, so that's a plus. Another thing too, man, the undercarriage of this car is super duper duper clean. No kind of surface rust at all. Everything came off super nice, at least with this side. This is a good buy. So you win some, you lose some. This one I definitely won. All right, so I'll put these back on and then we're gonna start on the front. Let's see what we are working with on the front. Looks like just that one right here, holding in the strut. Looks like 17. Then we have 3 up there. Dropping that down. Sometimes you have to undo this one. I hope not. I don't think so. To shimmy it out to get enough room to kind of finagle it out. So I'm going to start off with that bottom one first. Give you a better view right there. And then remove the top and then see if I can't get that spring out. But again, like I mentioned earlier, if you see, everything is so clean with this Odyssey. Cool. So I'm gonna remove those two, well, you know, the nut and the bolt down there. And then the 3 up here. 1, 2, 3. I don't think I have to remove the strut bar. And then I'll bring out my spring compressor and we'll go from there. All right, I became a little more involved in than I thought it was gonna be. For the top, it's 14s and then two 12 for the strut, because it comes up. Another thing too, it's not just that one. You have to undo this and then drop this down, and then in order for the spring and strut assembly to come down, you have to jack up this whole suspension area up so that way you can fish it out this way. It took me a little bit to get. I was like, man, this is getting a bit much, but got it down. Here it is. I'm gonna break out the spring compressor and get that squared away. Luckily, this wasn't seized or anything. You do have to remove that bolt all the way. I was trying to be lazy and leave it in there and try and shimmy it out. But as you can see there, that's what was holding it in. So as soon as I pull that out, that bracket down there just fell or dropped down, and then I was able to pull it down. What a pain. So FYI, I'm going to show you this contraption. Totally worth it. I do have those ones that come off on the sides that you can rent or whatever, but after having this, it's like night and day. It's so much easier, and it feels so much safer than to have those other two, because the other two I feel like, man, 1, 2, and then to loosen it, you're doing it back. Hell, so much easier, well worth the investment. If you're ever thinking about lowering your cars, or you're gonna have a couple cars, or just to have one and your buddies can use, so much safer. So highly recommend this style of a spring compressor. Like I said, night and day. Ever since I got these, I'm swapping springs out, you know, under 30 minutes, easy. And I'm not using impact. This impact is for the top screw here, but can't speak highly enough about this, so FYI. All right, finished. It's dark. Well, it took some time, you know, but this side was easier because you're not contending with this. So there's a 10, and then you can pull this out. But even then, I had to take the bracket out, and there's another 2 10s down in there just to get at the 3 14s and the 2 12s. Other than that, just went on. Okay, so I have the tires on. They're not torqued, obviously, because it's up in the air. Quick jack's hooked up. We're gonna see what it looks like together. But while I was at it, I changed the oil since it was up in the air. With a quick jack, you just keep holding it till they sit all the way down, and you hold it even longer. I like the rear. Fronts maybe need to settle a little more. And yes, I rolled the fenders just cause. If you're gonna do it, especially if you have running an aggressive offset, well, it looks a hell of a lot better, I'll tell you that. Ooh. Get a poke on that. Yeah, you know, it looks all right. I think this is about 3 finger here, and I think it's 2 in the rear. see what it looks like. I mean, you know what? Once you start packing people in here, it's gonna really sit low. Might have to get like helper spacers or something like that. Because I mean, the kids are gonna be in here. It's supposed to be like a family van, you know, out of town type thing. So we'll see how that works. Right now it looks cool though. We'll see what that looks like. You gotta get an alignment for sure, right? Because it looks like it's doing this type of thing. It's towing in or cambering in. Cool, that's done. Oil change, done. Belts I need to do still. Even though these look really good. I'm gonna call it good for the night. Thank you for following along. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Tell me what you think about it. Am I stupid? Well, that's obvious, I am. Is it smart for me to do this? No. But I just couldn't put the Advans on and not lower it. It just didn't make sense to me. The equation just didn't equate. I think tomorrow I'm gonna try and get it out and give you a better view. Tonight's too late, so I'll cut to that at the end of this. Again, thank you for following along, like, subscribe, and do all that YouTube stuff. Thanks.